Hello. I've been away for a while because I accidentally deleted the last video I made in the editing process, but that's okay. I've moved on from it, no big deal. And I've been cooped up in my house because it's been so hot here. So the past couple days I've just literally been inside, which makes me feel not great. And I wanted to film a video. And I also decided to paint because I haven't been creative in a while and I haven't done anything artistic in a while, so why not? There's nothing else to do. So I'm just gonna have a chat and paint. So it's currently the beginning of June, which is crazy, but you know, here we are. And June, the thing about June, I feel like it's a time of transition. You know, we're going from spring into summer, and it just really sets my body on edge. Like, it messes with my sleep schedule. I don't know if you guys have experienced that in June. Maybe it depends on where you live, like depending on what time the sun goes down. Does the sun go down at a different time in different places? I know Australia has like different seasons than us, but does the sun literally have the same schedule in every country? Much to think about. But anyway, the days have been longer and the days have been hotter, so like I think my body is just really confused about what is going on. Especially in Canada, we have such extreme weather. Like, I think the misconception is that in Canada it's always cold. You know, it always looks like the Arctic or whatever, but that is not the case. In the winter, yeah, it gets really cold. It gets down to like minus 20 Celsius. So dangerously cold. And then in the summer it gets dangerously hot. So we have like a couple months in the year where it's actually comfortable outside. So March, April, May, pretty good. And then October, sometimes September, but like even September can be super hot. So like, yeah, a couple months of the fall, it's comfortable out, but yeah, I don't know, Canada weather is super wacky and it's just throwing me for a spin. And it's been hard to fall asleep. I just feel like my mind thinks a lot, but it's not like I'm thinking negative thoughts. I'm just thinking too much. And I'm aware of it, like when it's happening. I'm lying in bed, I'm like getting ready to go to sleep, and I'm just like thinking all these random things that are not helpful or useful. They're just like neutral. It's like my brain is procrastinating turning off. But that's annoying because I want to sleep. But it takes me so long to fall asleep. If you have any recommendations on how to turn off your brain, that would be much appreciated. But it's hard, like, it seems so ridiculous, but sleeping is hard. It's hard to just like sleep. And then it's hard to wake up in the morning. That's the other thing. I've been sleeping in a lot. Either sleeping in, or I'll wake up naturally at like 5 or 6 a.m. And it alternates. Like one day will be 5 a.m., the next will be 9 a.m. And I've been going to bed at the same time. I always go to bed at 11:30. But I don't know, like it's so bizarre and it's frustrating because I feel like my sleep is out of my control. But obviously sleep is super integral to our health. So then I'm like, am I unhealthy? Like what's happening? So that's been the situation recently. I mean, things are pretty good in general. I've been doing a book club with my friends, which is nice because I felt like over the quarantine, like I talked to my friends over text, but I haven't seen them in over a year. So we've been keeping touch, which is great, but I just felt kind of disconnected from my friends. And I don't know if you feel the same way with your friend group, like not being able to actually experience things together just kind of creates a lack of connection. And it's not that I don't care, it's just like I like don't know what to say because like nothing's happening, there's nothing to talk about. But yeah, we started a book club and that's been really fun because we get to like meet on Zoom. I said that so weird. Zoom. We meet on Zoom. Why can I not say Zoom normally? We meet on Zoom once every other Monday and we just like answer questions about the book that we find online and we talk about it and it's really cool. And a couple of my friends are also English majors, so we're used to reading and analyzing books. And I think because, well, I haven't graduated, I'm doing a 5th year next year, but my other friends have graduated. So I think in a way it's kind of comforting that we're not letting go of these habits yet. Like, you know, you spend 4 years doing something and then all of a sudden you're done doing that thing and it's like, well, what do you mean? Like, what else am I supposed to do other than analyze a book? But yeah, it's been nice to have a little book club and feel like a bunch of grannies, because really there's nothing wrong with granny activities. Book club, crocheting, we also have a little crochet club and it's really nice. So if you're feeling disconnected from your friend group and you don't feel comfortable meeting up yet, although I feel like a lot of people are vaccinated now, that doesn't mean we should go out and be hooligans, but like if you're still unable to meet up with your friends or even your family, you can like suggest book club or crochet club or sewing club, like any type of thing where you can just like do an activity together on Zoom. It's really nice and really wholesome. I am looking forward to being able to see them again, and I'm so looking forward to going out, which is weird because before quarantine I never cared about going out. I mean, I wanted to go out, but I didn't consider it like the highlight of my life. But I really do want to go out again. Anyway, okay, enough talk about quarantine and stuff because we have had enough of that. But I want to talk about what do I want to talk about? Everyone's having babies. Like Colleen Ballinger is pregnant with twins, which is insane. And Ethan and Ela Klein are having twins, possibly triplets. Like, it's just amazing. I feel like there's been a lot of good news despite the bad circumstances, I guess. But yeah, there's always good news if you're looking for it. And I get so emotional at pregnancy announcements. Like, I react as if I found out I'm pregnant. Colleen's pregnancy announcement, I was sobbing, like fully sobbing, because it's just amazing. Like, can you believe that people can get pregnant and have babies? I don't know. I think it's a beautiful thing. Okay, this painting is very simple and it was super fast, but I think I'm done. You cannot see the detail on the moon. Should I do a little face on the moon? Maybe that'd be cute. It just has like a little bit of texture now. I don't know. I don't think I want to do a moon face. Speaking of the moon, the new moon is coming up, and I love that because the new moon is the moon phase where I feel the most motivated and the most creative and the most peaceful. The full moon, I know everyone talks about the full moon. Oh, it's the full moon coming up. We gotta do this, we gotta do that, whatever, whatever. The full moon makes me feel like crap. Like, I always get so emotional. And it's typically like negative emotions coming up to the surface, which can be hard to face. But the new moon is amazing. So happy almost new moon to everybody. I really have nothing else to say. Like, no thoughts, head empty. I've just been in my house for 3 days with the air conditioning on. The air conditioning makes me feel like an alien. I don't know what it is, but having air conditioning on for a long period of time in my house really brings down my mood. And I want to know if it's the same for you. Like, I'm obviously so happy to have air conditioning. I think I already talked about this in the beginning of the video. I don't know. But I'm so, so grateful for air conditioning. It just makes my body feel weird. Because my body thinks it should be hot, but then it's cold. Anywho, oh, before I go, I want to show you my previous paintings because this one is quite lackluster. This is not my finest work, I don't think. I like to paint nature scenes. That's kind of my thing. But I like to incorporate a lot of color and texture. So one example is this. I do a lot of birch trees. I think they're beautiful trees, and I think that they're just like so striking in paintings because they're white. And because they're white, you can do a lot with the background. So I love doing sort of unrealistic skies with really colorful birch trees. Another example is this one that I painted for my parents for Christmas. This one has a lot of texture, as you can see. Okay, I'll show you my other ones. So this one, you might be able to hear my guinea pigs down there, but this one, pretty large. This is my hand. This one's for sale, so if you're interested, you can check out my Instagram, which I'll put in the description box. But yeah, I like this. It's a little more simple with the blue sky. That's what I did before I started getting really like adventurous with the sky, and here's another example of like unrealistic sky colors. But yeah, so that's my typical art style. But I don't know what it is. Like, I haven't been feeling motivated at all to make art. I've just been crocheting a lot, and I'm gonna open up a little art shop somewhere. I don't know what platform I want to use because I've been selling through Instagram for a little while, and I just feel like Instagram is not as popular anymore. I feel like a lot of people have shifted to other platforms, and especially for selling, I don't think Instagram is ideal anymore. So I might open, I have an Etsy shop currently, but I'm not a huge fan of that. I just feel like Etsy has a lot of control over it, and that can be good. Like, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I don't know, I think I want a more like free-form platform, like possibly Depop or what else? I don't know. Maybe I'll make my own website, who knows? But I do for sure want to get into selling my art and into selling my crochet items because I have a lot of art and crochet, and I'm running out of space. Like, I have my own collection of stuff that I like that I've painted and stuff that I've made, but I just need to get rid of a lot of it. So maybe, you know what, I think I'll make a video about my art, showing you guys my art, and yeah, so that if you're interested in buying art, you can see what the options are. and get a feel for what I'll be posting. Okay, I'm gonna film that now actually. So thank you for watching. Here's the finished, oh, got paint all over my hand. Finished product, little textured moon. Oh, my nails look atroce right now. Please ignore. But yeah, simple little night sky. Just to get me out of my creative funk, I guess. We all go through creative funks sometimes. Okay, I will see you in the art tour.